Hi folks, this is all the fruit, and here I have yet another plum. One of those big German supermarkets is selling under names as Naturlieblinge or Nature Darlings, Kleine Schätze or Little Treasures, or at least a bit more precise, Aromapflaumen or Flavor Plums. And this time I even found some information about the species, a little bit too much information, showing that this is, quite an intriguing plum. So this is the Suplum. I don't know what the abbreviation states for, sun plum or whatever. Well, strange, sounds Roman, but it seems those are some hybrids from China and Japan. Also, there are several Suplum up to the numbers in the 50s and higher, which shows that there are either several of those hybrids created independently, or that one or several of those hybrids have been hybridized again and again. It seems to be a plum-cot, a hybrid between a plum and an apricot. There are so many plots and plum-cots and other names for those interspecific fruits here. All those modern plum varieties actually no plums. There is apricot and often a peach and in some cases even cherry in them. Yeah, you might believe the cherry when you look at those. But usually 90% of those hybrids tend to be plum-like. That's why often they are being sold under the names plum. So, okay, we have different Suplums. They probably come from Asia. And they seem to be a plum-apricot hybrid. So, what about the flavor? Yeah, there is a mild flavor, however, not as strong as some other of those very similar blackish flavor plum varieties from the supermarket. Also, it seems to be a freestone, very dark on the outside, kind of flat, donut shaped. There is a slight indentation here, a bigger indentation here. It's not elongated like most plums, it's more like a gauge. Well, makes sense when you think that basically the ancestors, the blackthorn and different wild plums and cherry plums were usually kind of round and not elongated. The flesh inside is a deep red, which is good if you are antioxidants. Antioxidants usually have vibrant colors like dark red, sometimes also more orangish or yellowish colors. Or those were the carotenoids, the orangish and yellowish. But yeah, dark red signifies antioxidants. And some people like to chew the flesh off the skin, of the pit. Others like to separate the pit neatly. In this case, it separates neatly. As I said, from the outside, it has a bit of flavor. I left it here almost for a week after I bought it, so it should be as ripe as it can get on the shelf. So on the outside it has some flavor, but not a super strong flavor of the last similar plum I tried, which was basically an overwhelming, almost nauseating flavor of flavorful plum and muskmelon. What about the inside of this one? Yeah, still smells kind of plummy, a little bit reminding of melon. Soft and sweet. Totally tasting of plum, but there is also some sourness, which is good because fruits which are only sweet without a trace of sourness are often considered kind of bland. It's juicy. The flesh, the sweetness definitely dominates. But the skin is a lot more sour. The seed has quite an interesting shape. It is not very elongated, but it has a very bumpy surface, a very spiny surface. Yeah, those things can hurt you if you chew at them. Ow, ow, ow. It's a spiny surface. Reminiscent of some peach varieties. So they could be more interesting than just plum and apricot. Let's try a second one. remove the little peduncle. Nice and sweet, a good plum. Yeah, not bad. But this spiny seed is interesting. Oh, really spiny. Look at that. This is not the fruit sticking to me because of the rest of its juices. It's like the little spines getting into my finger. Yeah, very interesting. Spines and ridges, and yeah, there are also some quite pronounced ridges here. What do you think went into this hybrid, folks? Oops, come on, focus. What went into this hybrid? Those strange ridges and spines and spiny ridges. So, folks, this was some Suplum Plum. Unfortunately, the supermarket didn't write the number of the Suplum hybrid. But at least it's a nice tasty plum. If you find those plums and they are more or less ripe, buy them. They seem to be worth the money. Also tell me what you know about the Suplum Plum, and which of the many Suplums this could be. Apart from that, stay tuned for a lot more fruit videos from the beautiful and incredibly fruit-rich, German mainstream supermarkets. And if you want to receive more such content, it's not enough to subscribe to my channel, because YouTube isn't recommending my videos even to more subscribers. You should better press the little bell icon, then YouTube will notify you each time I upload.